Welcome to Dicejunkies, and this is Perception Check. I'm here with
Q.
And I'm Xenodamus. Hope you enjoy. All right, in this Perception Check, we actually got some D&D news.
Oh yeah, another one of these excellent books is coming out. You know, ever since Volo's Guide, I've been looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, so this is basically in the vein of Volo's Guide, but it's Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. Now this is a little, I think they said a higher level, more scope, larger scope book than Volo's, where Volo's was sort of localized, low level, dealt with small culture. This actually is supposed to go more with the grand scheme of things, the history, the scope of the cosmic scope.
This is essentially the book we've been waiting on. It talks about the D&D multiverse. They get into the most famous conflicts that you know of. Duergar versus dwarves, elves versus drow, and even cooler, getting into the extra planar ones like the Gith versus mind flayers and the other Gith, Giths are Githyanki, and the Blood War, demons versus devils.
Yeah. So you have the Blood War. You have, of course, the long-standing history between dwarves and Duergars. We have the long-standing history between elves and drow.
The Gith, though, is the one I gotta admit that I always wanted to see again. Ever since Dungeon really went into it, there was a Dragon magazine and an accompanying Dungeon that did a big Gith storyline. I'm looking forward to seeing it, though, done better, because the new books they're putting out tell the story just so much better. I'm thinking this is going to be the book I've been waiting for.
No, I mean, if they said they were doing it similar to Volo's Guide, if they do it in that style, the way things were described in a story sense and really well, I loved it. So to see that larger scope in that style of storytelling, dude, this should be fun.
Well, also, just like one of the biggest selling points for y'all old school veterans out there like us, with some old dogs who know our boy Volo real well, Mordenkainen's an old schooler. I believe he's mostly Greyhawk. But this is the guy who Mordenkainen's sword, I think it's Mordenkainen's hound, and several spells in the player's handbook were originally named for. And as he's described by, we actually have a video over at the D&D site where they talk a bit about it.
We'll throw the link in the description.
He's this kind of like, he's the epitome of the neutral wizard. He watches these conflicts to make sure no one gets too much of an influence and throws the balance out of whack. If you want to look at a neutral wizard of an epic level and how he would operate, Mordenkainen's always been an excellent example. And seeing him, because Greyhawk kind of faded out for a while. You didn't see a lot of Greyhawk material during 3.5 compared to Faerun.
Well, and it still sounds like it's not really going to be that anyway. It's not going to focus on I guess as much of an area like that.
Oh no, but it's getting Mordenkainen back. I'm just mentioning Greyhawk because I miss Big B, man, Tensor, Mordenkainen, these old school names, wizards who made these big spells. And I'm hoping this will get an interest, and we'll see Tensor and Big B come back as maybe doing some other parts or making comments. Oh man, that'd be an excellent footnote to have comments in this book from those old wizards. There were big names back in the day that you didn't see as much of. Yeah,
and I mean, like you said, though, to see the multiverse come in, it's been something we've been lacking. Everything's sort of been pure Faerun oriented or Forgotten Realms. So this is nice. Now we're not going to see this in our stores until for your local hobby shops and stuff like that. It'll be in stores May 18th. And then your larger stores and online stores, you'll see it around May 29th. So,
of course, we'll be heading over to our local Vans comic shop to grab our copies.
Oh, definitely. And
support your local locations, y'all. You want to keep getting these in.
And it does look like they're going to have the multi-cover. They'll have that special edition like they did with Volo's and the last book. Can't think of the name right offhand.
You know me, I'm not the best with memory, man. But yeah, I do like also your preferred. Like me, I like the one we have in the background behind us here. That is awesome because I know Mordenkainen and that kind of concept of this cosmic wizard. That's observing all these events. Well, that's my cover.
Yeah, right no, that looks like the main cover art that they're going to use. That was pulled off of the Wizards website. Like I said, we'll put that link in the description so you can read it yourself or check out their video. Though I got to say, it was a bit of a snooze fest.
Well, you know, everybody's not as cool as us. That's why we're here helping them along with that. For example, they did also say that some of y'all out there apparently were asking for some CR 10s and ups. So they're going to be filling this book with some higher tier monsters for those high level campaigns and some new racial options. I know they mentioned tieflings and elves and possibly some other races will get new archetypes. Yeah. But they even said they may offer up Dicejunkies and Githzari as racial options. I used to love playing a Githzari monk. Yeah. So that was a favorite planescape of mine was a Githzari monk. And I'm hoping that the Githzari will come back and I can pull my monk back out.
But yeah, and just like Volos, you know, they had the monsters manual on the back a bit. It sort of fills in the gaps that are missing from the main monsters manual. And like he had said, this is going to be your higher CR gaps being filled in, where Volos was sort of a lower CR gaps being filled in. So, you know, 10 plus, which does concern me a little bit because of the seldom campaign that makes it over 10.
I'll admit that all of the excitement of 5th Ed to me seems to be in those first 10 levels, especially with the kind of slower markup and progression past it. Yeah, that's where the excitement's in. I'll say that the excitement, especially with the higher level magic not being as wilding. Those first 10 levels are usually where all the real excitement for me so far has been packed. Because I mean, all the classes have that kind of heavy front-loaded awesomeness. But there are apparently some people out there that are getting into these higher tier campaigns and are wanting it. I mean, they're doing it because it was requested.
But yeah, from the looks of it, though, this will be another one of those books that would be suggested for both DM and player. Though we'll know when we get it. We'll do a review on it like we have all the past books, and we'll let you guys know what we think when we get it.
I'm looking forward to it because I actually like the lore. Because I mean, just to be honest, for y'all out there, I know y'all hear me talk. Clearly, Zeno's a bigger D&D fan than me. But these multiverse rules, I'll import them into my favorite system if it's well written. Like Volos got the monsters works to me with any setting because it's just that well written. And I kind of want to import the Githzari and Dicejunkies into some other settings.
Hey, that'll be interesting to see. Well, hey guys, look, thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe. If you didn't like it, subscribe anyway. We don't care. We just want your subscription.
Now tell us what you didn't like, though. We haven't got a chance to argue with anybody yet.
Well, yeah, no, that's what the comments are for, man. Leave some comments. Let us know what you think. And thanks for watching, guys.